I'm going to talk about what's going to get in your way, because if you don't know ahead of time what's going to get in your way, it's going to get in your way. And it's not a question of will these things maybe happen? Is there a chance that this stuff could show up? This stuff will definitely show up. So this feeling, this thing that you have right now that you're like, yes, I'm going to live the rest of my life feeling like I'm in the Minneapolis Convention Center. You will not. You got to go home at some point, and there's going to be babies and bills and partners and other people's opinions and a whole bunch of stuff. And if you're not ready for those things are going to have you feeling like you felt on Wednesday of this week, not Saturday of this week, okay? So we're going to get into what's going to get in your way so that for the balance of the day, when Ray's up here teaching a map of how to get from where you are to where you want to go, it's already running in the back of your mind what's going to happen so that you can navigate around it as you're building the map. That sound good? All right. First thing that's going to get in your way, your partner, your sister, your best friend, some voice of authority, someone that you have had in your life for a long time, somebody that you love, that you crave love back from, is going to get in your way. Somebody that you love that has been in your life for some time, for some reason, that you crave love back from is going to get in your way. And I know this from experience because I've tried to get in Rachel Hollis's way forever. Dang it, I've gotten in Rachel Hollis's way forever. Here's the thing. I'll talk about why, but the reason why doesn't even matter as long as you know that it's going to happen so that you can decide how you will react when it does. The first time that Rachel decided to go to a personal development conference, I was not yet an evolved human being man. I thought it was mumbo jumbo, snake oil. I grew up in the church. I thought anyone teaching you that didn't have a Bible in your hand was somehow sacrilegious. I thought they were preying on weak souls and weak minds. I thought that the things that they were teaching were for people who were broken, not people who wanted to grow into more. So when she said, hey, I'm going to take my team to go to this personal development conference, are you in? I was like, you crazy. What are you talking about? I will not be caught anywhere near that conference. It's ridiculous that you'd even want to go. And thank goodness she didn't listen to me. I know we've already asked people to raise their hands before. I know a bunch of you in this room have people that are like, you're going to what? They're serving what kind of Kool-Aid there? Water. Lots of water. That's real. Now here's the thing. They were worried about you going, but they're not really worried about you going. They're worried about you coming back. Right? They're worried about you coming back. Because when Rachel came back from having had this transformative experience with her team, it changed her life, and I didn't recognize that change as a good thing in my life. So I was making her personal journey a selfish journey of my own. Now, a journey in me suggesting I was having one might have meant that I was moving at all. In fact, I was stuck. And so the fact that she was taking steps, that she was making forward motion, that she was choosing to do the work, to become the person that you now love and know on stage, threatened a sense of security, a sense of certainty that I had clung to in our relationship for the 13 years that existed prior to it. I knew the knowns in that woman before she went to that conference. I knew how to expect how when I might, as the practical, pragmatic person in the dreamer-pragmatist relationship, represent the worry or risk of how she might do whatever it is that she was setting her heart out to do, that she usually would listen to what I would say. Phew! Bullet dodged. We don't have to go chase that dream. But she came back. She claimed her power. She identified her word. Her word was mogul. I was like, what? You're going to claim a word as powerful as mogul? Who claims that word? What does that word mean? What will other people think of you claiming that word? Oh, good, they'll never know. Oh, wait, you're getting a tattoo? Ray Ray Hollis decides that she's going to tattoo forever on her wrist a reminder of a transformative experience that disrupts everything I know. Right here, the word mogul. And I can still remember this little baby version of me, full of insecurity, going with her to a tattoo parlor where she was forever going to broadcast to the universe that she was now this person. And I had a panic attack. It freaked me out. I got home and I cried big old real serious tears because I thought this person I knew, I thought this person I loved was now going to outgrow me. And it made me sad. And it played on some rejection from 7th grade. It played on some limiting belief that I was who I was, fixed and forever, exactly who I was, and that if she had an ability to grow, it was because she was a unicorn. Now, she is a unicorn. Let's not mince words, but I'd convinced myself at the time that she was available to growing in a way that I was not available to growing, and that as a result, we'd grow apart. So when she came back, I rejected the Kool-Aid infusion that began the rest of our life. Somebody in your life has become very accustomed to the muscle memory of how you show up in theirs. Now, you deciding to fully embrace the potential that God's put in your being is going to make them uncomfortable. And as we roadmap where we're headed, you better decide, am I going to yield becoming who I was put on this earth to be to their comfort, or am I going to stand firm in my power? Because you're going to have to make that choice. It might not be your partner. You might have the best partner in the world. It might be your mother-in-law who wonders who you think you are as a woman, deciding that you get to have an opinion. It might be your boss who's used to you just doing whatever they say. It might be Sheila from high school. Why are you still friends with Sheila from high school on Facebook? You haven't even seen Sheila. Let Sheila go. Who cares what she thinks of you becoming a better version of yourself? It's going to disrupt someone. You need to know it ahead of time. Just know someone is going to be made uncomfortable as you become comfortable with who you are.